So, finally, the workshop Lab to Store. A lot of people from that here. There was last week, we had in the Minimal in Rotterdam, we had a workshop, and it was led by Marcel Schouwenaar. And I want to ask him to the front. He's going to tell us something about the workshop, and I'm going to tell you something about Marcel, because Marcel studied industrial design in Delft, and he's now partner in a company, a Rotterdam company called The Incredible Machine. And at The Incredible Machine, they're researching what the Internet of Things actually could be like. Am I right?
That's correct.
Okay, and I was very fascinated by the term The Incredible Machine, so I looked it up, and The Incredible Machine were some computer games, but it was also a common nickname for a Rube Goldberg device. Did you know that? Is that why you chose it?
Well, actually, we picked the name after the game.
After
we all
the game.
played the game.
But you know a Rube Goldberg?
I know what a Rube Goldberg machine is.
I will tell you, because
course.
a Rube Goldberg machine is a machine which is deliberately over-engineered machine which does a very simple task in a very complex manner, usually engaging with a chain reaction. And I'm hoping that's what you did with the workshop, getting a chain reaction going, and then the other way around, that you're making something very complex very simple.
Or we made simple things very complex. But it wasn't about me, what I made. It was about, let me see. Oh, just a second. That's not the start of the slideshow. Yes. So, as Leon already introduced, I was a tutor at the workshop this week in approaching to this event tonight. And what we had, what we were dealing with in this week, we had one vacant store, we had 20 talented young designers and architects, and we had 5 days of exploring, thinking, discussing, designing, throwing everything in the trash again and starting over again. And it was really interesting. We had 5 groups coming up with 5 very interesting concepts. And we asked, we thought we asked the participants to save retail. That's at least what we thought. But the answer we got was the future of our cities. And that very much corresponded to Alexander's talk just before me. Retail makes our cities, and that's what the participants came up with. But at the beginning of the week, we gave them 3 challenges to kind of like frame what they'll be working on that week. So we gave them 3 relevant themes in the context of retail, called pre-tail, e-tail, excluding the R, and then retail for the Rotterdam context. So first of all, the theme was pre-tail, and that was, if we consider the consumer nowadays, he more and more gets the role of a producer or a curator, or he gets a voice in how his products are produced. The question that we wanted to propose to the participants was how to involve the consumer in retail design. The second theme was e-tail, retail in the age of technology. And as in the introduction was put, we are going from window shopping to window browsing. And the virtual world is getting more and more involved into our daily lives. So how do the blending of the online and the offline world, when it comes together, what does that mean in the context of retail? And then the final theme was retail in Rotterdam, in the Rotterdam context. Because Rotterdam at the moment, it's a city of Zuidplein, our own Hoge Catharijne. It's a city of the Koopgoot. We have this new Forum Rotterdam, the Koopkaas, approaching our city. And on the other hand, we have a lot of vacant shops. So what would a not words but deeds solution be for retail? So how to design a shop in the context of Rotterdam? So I was one of the tutors together with Martijn Hoogendijk and Ian Clark of Storage. They're here tonight too. And together we had the group locked up in the Minimal in Rotterdam, And we had 5 groups thinking about new things. And we started, just to give you an impression of the week, this is what we did the second day. We went on a retail safari through Rotterdam. We went to visit inspiring examples of Rotterdam shops and companies that do something particularly interesting for this workshop. So first we went to Marcel, who has a very interesting shop, a very nice collection of clothes that she personally curates, which was very inspiring. And then we went on to Stek Rotterdam, which is a shop run by 6 freelance designers, architects who do something in the urban farming and gardening section, and they run a store to attract new customers for their other business. Very locally oriented and a whole different approach than the Intratuin. And then we went on to Groos. Also, again, a very interestingly curated shop that only features products of Rotterdam designers. Tjeerd Hendricks of Groos explained that there is so much quality being produced in Rotterdam. What if we bring that all together in the shop? What if we bring it all, and if we sell that and really put Rotterdam on the map as a brand? Again, very, very interesting. As you can see, they have books and they have clothes and they have lighting. This is Tjeerd. And finally, we crossed the bridge. Maybe I'm going ahead of the movie. We crossed the bridge, the Erasmus Bridge, to go to Rotterdam Zuid, where a lot of our participants didn't expect one of the most exciting shops of Rotterdam to be. There's the Damage Playground, which is the physical store of what used to be a solely online shop, Damage Clothing. And they have, again, a very interesting selection about brands that I never heard of before, and those are exactly my type of products. And run by Alex Furtado and his brother, it gave a very interesting look in that a shop is so much more than 4 walls, a cash register, and some stuff to sell. It's actually a whole idea what they're selling. So this was one of the many inputs we gave our participants this week. We had talks, we had Alexander talking over Skype. We brainstormed a lot. We discussed how to merge the physical with the virtual. We brainstormed some more. And in the end, we had some amazing ideas. These were 5 of the they were really, how do you say, we expected less. It was so much better. And so it was very hard to pick 3 of the best, the 3 best pitches we saw last Friday. And we have 3 of them tonight with us.